And a voice from heaven said, "This is my son whom I love. With him I am well pleased." Like, this is my son, right? Yet dad did not spare his son from the fight. So if he didn't spare his one who he is well pleased with, that perfect sacrifice, he ain't sparing you. You ain't the one going to get out of this life unscathed. I promise you, the fight is coming your way because the fight prepares you for what's coming. Let me show you what happened. Then, I'm talking immediately afterwards, Jesus was led by the Spirit into the wilderness. Let's back this up, because he about to go to war. And we thinking, why would the Son of God have to do this? Was he not surrounded by a hedge of protection his whole life? I'm talking even before his birth. And I'm going to say, yeah, he was. The angel showed up to Mama, to Mary, and says, you're going to give birth to the Messiah. The Holy Ghost is going to come on you. And she says, let it be done like you will. And he protected the marriage. And then all of a sudden, the baby was born. And he protected him there. Herod's going to kill all the little children. What, 2 and under? Get out of here. Go to Egypt. Protection, right? In that hedge. Ain't nothing come against you. I am for you and not against you. Go to Egypt. And you stay there until I tell you to come back. Herod dies. An angel shows up in a dream again, says he's dead. Go back now. And he leads him to Nazareth, right? To what? To fulfill scriptures. Hedge of protection. And he keeps him protected for 30 years of his life. This man don't sin. You don't think there's a little girl at 16 trying to catch his eye? And yet his heart stays true. It stays pure. It is blameless and sinless for 30 years before he starts his ministry. And when he turns 30, he gets the word from Papa. This is my son, whom I've been protecting this whole time. Matter of fact, the devil's going to throw it up because it says the angels won't even let you dash your foot against the stone, right? Like, you that protected. You thought Job was protected? This man was protected. And the devil throws it up in his face, but Jesus go to war back. After fasting 40 days and 40 nights, he was hungry. The tempter came to him, war came to him, and said, if you are the Son of God, tell these stones to become bread. Jesus answered like he fought back. It is written, man shall not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes from the mouth of God. Then the devil took him to the holy city and had him stand on the highest point of the temple. If you are the Son of God, he answered, throw yourself down, for it is written. Like, he's throwing it back in his face. You've been protected your whole life, Jesus. You still are if you're the Son of God, right? Because don't we question God when we get into that situation? Like, why are you letting this happen, God? Like, if you were such a good God, you wouldn't make me walk through this. And that's what the devil's trying to do to Jesus here. Like, he said, throw yourself down, because if you were the Son of God, God would surely not allow you to fight like this, because you've been kept your whole life. You're supposed to be kept your whole life, aren't you? And that's how we look at God. Like, I thought you were supposed to, and God's like, no, I didn't spare my son from this. I ain't sparing you from this, because you got so much more potential. You are so much stronger. You have so much more to grow into, to mature into, and I need to do it this way. Trust me, son. I'm going to show you what your purpose and potential truly is, but you're going to have to trust me. And that is the privilege of the relationship with God, that we can trust him. Look what Jesus says. The devil comes at him. He will command his angels concerning you, and they will lift up their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. You're protected, right? Jesus answered, it is also written, do not put the Lord your God to the test. You ain't got to doubt him in this situation. You ain't got to understand, but you ain't got to doubt and question and cuss him. I promise you don't. Don't put your God to the test. He knows what he's doing. Papa got you. He's still surrounding you. And we're going to get to this here in a moment, because you wait to see the end of this.